Episode 7 of Pluribus begins with Carol stopping to get some gas en route back home. She makes another request to get a red Gatorade from the joined, but while the drone is busy, she stocks up the car with a bunch of fireworks. We are 12 days and 20 hours post the joined, and Carol is back home again. She starts setting off those fireworks from before joining the cacophony of wolves howling. After a golfing session, Carol switches cars when the police cruiser fails to start. She heads out for Gemma's Hot Springs next, before enjoying some artwork at the local gallery, singing the whole time. That night, Carol decides to dine out someplace special, celebrating her and Helen's anniversary with a bunch of dishes from various years. Meanwhile, Manousos is en route to meet Carol. The joined want to try and help him, stopping by to offer a lift, but he ignores them completely and finds nearby cars to siphon fuel. He's completely self-reliant here and refuses to even indulge them. He's actually taken up English lessons too, trying to learn the same language so he can communicate properly with Carol. Eventually, Manousos is forced to go it by foot when the dense jungle looms ahead. It's dangerous and the joined are quick to intervene here. They want to help get him to Carol, but Manousos is having absolutely none of it. He tells them all they have is stolen and they can have nothing. With that, Manousos burns his car and sets off in the jungle alone, continuing his mantra of learning English the whole time. Unfortunately, he winds up hurting his back in the process, pricking himself on spiky thorns. Now Manousos cauterizes the wounds and continues to wander through the jungle until it becomes too much. He collapses on the ground and looks close to passing out. A helicopter stops by though and someone rappels down to pick him up. We're now 48 days and 16 hours post-joined. Carol continues to set off a bunch of fireworks and play golf back home. She's starting to lose faith completely and she's no longer singing either. Alzoja rocks up in the morning and Carol immediately staggers forward and throws her arms around her sobbing. It turns out earlier on, she got some paint and wrote the words "come back" on the ground. The joined have listened and here they are. So Vince Gilligan came out before the release of Pluribus and proudly proclaimed that this show was made by humans. Well, after watching episode 7, that's probably not a great boast, is it? While the episode isn't outright boring, it's completely redundant in the grand scheme of things. With the exception of around 6 minutes of content here, the rest of what we see is filler at best. We see a long montage of Manousos making the trip up to see Carol and failing in his endeavour. At the same time, we also see Carol try to go it alone and fail in that respect too. One could argue that it speaks to a wider cultural desire for humans to have connection, but we've already had this same message delivered to us through Manousos in the early parts of the season. The show is undeniably well filmed, don't get me wrong, and thematically sound too, but did we really need 45 minutes to get these same messages across again? It seems like a bit of a waste of time because we don't actually get any plot or character development here, and perhaps there could be no bigger sin when it comes to TV shows, where every minute is precious. Hopefully next week will improve because this has been a decent series overall, but these later episodes have felt like a disappointing step down from the early season promise. But then again, this is Vince Gilligan and I'm sure there are some surprises around the corner. Thanks for watching and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.